Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Bigfoot 1970 film. We hope you find it enlightening. Bigfoot is a 1970 independently made American low-budget science fiction film produced by Anthony Cardoza and directed by Robert Fahrenheit. Slatzer. The film stars or co-stars a few well-known actors and family namesakes: John Carradine, Chris Mitchum, Joi Lansing, Ken Maynard, Doodles Weaver, and Lindsay Crosby. This exploitation film attempts to transform the Pacific Northwest Sasquatch man-beast into an old-fashioned movie monster, a la King Kong, as a quote on the original film poster proudly trumpets. A remake of sorts, using the same title, Bigfoot, was made for and shown on basic cable's SyFy Channel in 2012. In the upcoming section, we'll be dissecting plot and exploring its implications in greater detail. Fast-talking Jasper B. Hawks drives through the forest in his car, along with his sidekick Elmer Briggs. At the same time, pilot Joi Lansing pilots a single-engine aircraft over the same area. Joy's engine conks out, and she is forced to parachute to safety. On the ground, she suddenly encounters a Bigfoot creature that emerges from the woods and attacks her. Laconic biker Rick rolls into the woods with his girlfriend Chris. She stumbles onto a Bigfoot burial ground and is also attacked by a Bigfoot. A skeptical sheriff's department and the rangers station are notified of the woman's disappearance, but to no avail. The authorities make a half-hearted search for the missing women and give up. Rick seeks help elsewhere, but only Jasper B. Hawks believes his story, offering aid only because he plans on capturing a Bigfoot for later live exhibition in a freak show financed by an insane professor of biology, Professor Blackthorn. Meanwhile, Peggy is also attacked and tied up to a tree next to Joy. The Bigfoot creatures, it turns out, are half-human and the offspring of a larger, 12-foot-tall male Bigfoot and have only been guarding the women for him. That Bigfoot finally shows up and fights a big bear menacing the captured women, while they scream in terror. Jasper, Elmer, and Rick trek through the woods until they reach the Bigfoot lair. That Bigfoot is gassed by Rick's bikers, and as planned gets put on display in Jasper's previously mentioned freak show. As it turns out, he is able to escape captivity rather quickly, while in the process stepping on local drunk Lucky Bob, killing him. That Bigfoot goes on a rampage through the town before finally returning to his cave. There, he eventually gets blown up by one of Rick's dynamite-wielding bikers. His freak show prize now lost to him, Jasper paraphrased a line of dialogue from the original King Kong 1933, "It was beauty that did him in." With Dad Bigfoot now dead, everybody returns to their normal lives. Moving on to the next segment, we have cast. John Carradine as Jasper B. Hawks, Joi Lansing as Joi Lansing, Judy Jordan as Chris, John Mitchum as Elmer Briggs, James Craig as Cyrus, Christopher Mitchum as Rick, Joy Wilkerson as Peggy, Lindsay Crosby as Wheels, Ken Maynard as Mr. Bennett, Dorothy Keller as Nellie Bennett, Garrick Hobson as Professor Blackthorn, Doodles Weaver as Forest Ranger, James Steller as Bigfoot, the eighth wonder of the world. As we move forward, let's uncover the untold stories and fascinating intricacies of production. Portions of Bigfoot were shot in mountain wilderness locations in Northern California where some Sasquatch sightings have been reported over the years. Other outdoor scenes were shot at Tehachapi Mountains, California, while other scenes were shot indoors using sets on a sound stage. Bigfoot was a typical example of the low-budget feature films that emerged in the years. For both Joi Lansing and Western star Ken Maynard, Bigfoot marked their final screen roles. Let's now shift our focus to reception and explore the ways in which it shapes our perspective. Film critic Roger Ebert wrote in his film review, "The cast alone convinced me. Let me put it as simply as I can. If you have ever wanted to see a movie starring John Carradine, Joi Lansing, Lindsay Crosby, Chris Mitchum, and Ken Maynard, then Bigfoot is almost certainly going to be your only chance. Not since Joan Crawford starred in Trig has there been such an opportunity." Ebert, however, was very much aware of how hopeless Bigfoot was as a film. On his website Fantastic Movie Musings and Ramblings, Dave Sindilo wrote, "It's got more than its share of dull, boring sequences, especially the endless scenes of the bikers tooling around, but I have to admit to finding this one a little irresistible." Every's Movie, a blog which reviews movies of the noted Bigfoot, is a truly awful movie, combining a doofus storyline with shoddy production values and terrible acting, but it's arresting in a fever dream sort of way. Bigfoot creatures get more screen time here than in virtually any other as Sasquatch movie, which is not a good thing. Prolonged exposure highlights the bad costumes. Thanks for being a part of this amazing journey. I can't wait to bring you more exciting content.